All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with this guy, a very interested person. I know him as an organizer here in Toronto, organizing leagues and stuff. But lo and behold, he's telling me he played. So I'll let you determine his playing career. He's calling some reputable leagues too. So maybe you should identify yourself and who you are and give me a background in Trinidad. I guess it's Trinidad you're from, right?
That's right, yeah. Okay, my name is Leslie Boodram. Pet name is Lee. I was born in Trinidad and Faizabad. I played soccer at Eddie Hap League in Taco Rica. I put a team together by name of Hotspurs. And from there, I came into Toronto in 1971.
Okay, when you arrived in 71, I mean, that was right after the forming of West Indies IRE. Did you get into the sport? Did you get into football/soccer?
No, well, I was in the West End and I formed a team by the name of Mali United. I played a few games, not many games, but I was more in the coaching and administration part of it. And we played in it's called the TDSL League, Toronto District Soccer League, in that time. And that's in Earl Scott Park Stadium.
Could you recall some of the players in the team at the time?
And Morris, Carl Boodram.
Was Lawrence Gwen there?
Who is this?
Lawrence.
I can't recall.
Okay. All right. So from Mali United, which is one of the really early clubs here, what evolved? You stayed in the West End, or?
I moved to the East, and I got in 1979. I ended up coaching Wexford Soccer Club, which is a large club based in Scarborough here. From 79 to 82.
What age groups what age groups you were coaching?
This was under 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a house league.
Okay.
House league, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this guy ended up having a dynamite team and ended up running leagues. So I have to find out this whole transition now from playing to coaching. How you start going into coaching?
I went and took a coaching course and a refereeing course in Ontario here. And I think I was better off managing, directing, and coaching than being a player.
Okay, and where that lead? Where did that lead you?
Well, I did some refereeing here in Scarborough. And the coaching, I put that in use to the team that I put together.
Okay, so you put a team together now. So now you're out of Mali, you're in the East End. What team was that?
That was Caribbean United.
You remember what year that was?
It's in May 1992. 1982, sorry.
1982?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I remember Caribbean United, that was a type of star-studded team. Was that the team with Wayne and some of these guys here?
Wayne, Junior Paul, Rocky Sester, even some of your Irish guys.
Okay.
Played for us. Hollis, you know.
Oh, goalkeeper Hollis.
Yeah.
And then we saw you in IRE tournament. Right? And that's the showcase tournament of the community.
That's right.
And you did well in that, if I remember correctly. You were in the finals.
Won the final.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I think I have that on record here.
With that, I believe, and New York too. We were in the final against Junior team named Junior from New York City, I believe. Yeah.
All right. And what was the vision with Caribbean United? Is that something? What was the objective of Caribbean United? Because obviously you pull players together. Was it social, or did you have plans on getting serious with that type of personality?
We made it a social club because we have little parties and dances, picnic, and things to get family together. It was a good family team because we used to have a lot of support from the wife and kids and so on, and some people went different ways, and we keep building the team. We didn't go looking for players because we had a good team. People was coming to us. We didn't go to the airport and wait for guys to land.
Yeah, true. When you have good players, they will attract other players.
Yeah, no. And even you yourself played for us too. You can't remember that. It's all in black and white here, but from the West End. And it was an indoor World Cup tournament. If you recall, I had jerseys made with Trinidad and Tobago flags. And we in the final, and you didn't pass that ball to score a goal for somebody else, and you missed.
Yeah, that is black and white. I want to see that in black and white.
Black and white, brother.
Okay. I think you hinted that you did a tour Trinidad and Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago.
What other teams you played off your head? I think you was telling me you.
We went to Tobago first, played 2 games and 3 games in Trinidad. We played 14 old boys team, quite a few quality players. I have it written down somewhere here. In my
quality players, you have to call one, and if it's point you call in there, they must have off your head. If I remember correctly, you said you win 2, you draw 1, and you lost 2.
Yeah.
Or you win 2, you lost 1, and you draw 2, or something like that.
Yeah, it was exciting. I mean, the stadiums were full, believe in us. Knowing foreign teams come down to play was amazing.
Did you play in Port of Spain?
No. We didn't go to Port. We play more in South area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened after that? After that Semto?
After that, we played in every tournament that was available at that time.
That's how I remember Caribbean United. I remember Caribbean United as a tournament team.
Yeah. And we won pretty well. Any tournament hosted here in Toronto, here in Scarborough, we won at least once. Tringo 6 times we won it. Ivory tournament, Scarborough, Kendall, Arawak, Tringo, Simba, all those teams that hosted Magic, all those teams had tournaments, we won them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what eventually happened to Caribbean United? Is the club still functioning?
Socially, we're still functioning, but age is a factor now. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Some guys go different ways. Some guys still playing in other leagues and so on. But what we're doing at this time now, we're just looking for any tournaments, old boys tournament kind of thing. And we go to Ottawa tournament every year. We go to Morley tournaments in Washington, Maryland, in those correct times.
That's why I asked you the objective of the club when you formed it, because you just wanted to be a social club. That was the objective, because the main idea, you didn't bring in young players to backfill, to have that rotation going.
Well, the objective was to have a soccer team in a nice social family environment, and we achieved that, but then they wanted to go more competitive, to go and win those bigger leagues and so on. But there was no big leagues. It wasn't easy to go into that system. You know how it goes. You have to be back on the bottom up to go, to get any other bigger leagues. But we stayed in the Caribbean leagues around, and we did well.
The point is that there was no recruiting at the young, seeing that you had an experience in Wexford, right? Which was under 14. You ended up with a star-studded team, right? Which did well. I know the team, right? Somewhere in there, if I remember correctly, Caribbean United had so many good players that they were also sharing themselves commitment to other clubs.
Yes, they are.
Right? So and the reason why I'm going through this with you now is to see that we really don't have much going on anymore. Based on the information going to be put forward, maybe the younger generation, if they're going to go this way, they can't make the same mistake, because we're struggling now for existence of organizations.
That's true, very true, yeah.
Right? So basically where it is now for you in the community in terms of the football/soccer? Are you involved in anything anymore? And when you say you guys still socially talk to each other, which is the same thing I'm hearing from Unity and everybody else, but it's not getting us anywhere. So what do you think should happen for us to, obviously it has to be younger people doing it.
I find the younger people don't want to take responsibilities to do this kind of thing, but if something happens, they will jump in. That's what I experienced. They don't want to take that responsibilities and they just want to play.
Yeah. Because we have to have a reason for being out there. And in this society, you need a reason. You're making out with the COVID?
Well, I'm doing my best. It's not easy. As you know, I drive on the bus, and the buses are so packed. We're giving them free masks and they don't want it. We're limited the seating. They're still sitting on the seats as big labels, and all I'm interested in is stay 6 feet away from me and I go safe. And I try hard to wear my gloves, sanitize, mask, but it's not easy, my friend.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
People don't care. They want to go to work. And you sympathize with them because they might be cautioned today that you come late again, you're going to get fired, So I load up the bus, save my distance. That's all I could do.
Yeah, you have to be careful because you're exposed every day. You can't let your guard down at all.
And TTC is not doing anything for us. All they're doing is covering the butt, put the stickers on, and that's it. They're not saying limit the seating of the bus. The bus takes 24 seated, 20 standard. The bus does only the bus have 80, 90 people average at each trip.
Yeah.
And you can't tell them anything. Don't cuss it inside out. So it's rough. It's rough.
Well, a couple of questions I want to ask you. One, the early one, the Contrast Cup.
Yeah.
What you were in the Contrast Cup, obviously, if you were with Mali that early.
Yes, we did. We reached there and then suddenly just phased out.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's our history. That's why we have to document it. The IRE tournament, what you felt about the IRE tournament? That lasts a little longer.
It was one of the IRE tournament I could come to. It's like the league in Flemington Park. Everybody want to go there.
Well, I was coming to Flemington after the IRE tournament. So give me the IRE tournament.
They want to go there and hang out, eat, drink, as you know, and
yeah.
enjoy like in the school days back home, it's an excursion, you know what I mean? They were really, it's a shame it didn't go all the way. At one point I asked them if I could take it over, I didn't get good response on that.
Was that the IRE tournament?
Yeah.
Okay. Who you asked if they could take it over?
I spoke to Mange.
Yeah.
I asked him and they wouldn't get back to me. I think I have done well with it.
Flemington Park, you don't need much coaxing for Flemington Park. It's either or. It's one of those places. It's one of those places that not many people. Yeah. So give me your Flemington experience and when.
I played with Flemington Park soccer team there, and I played about a season and a half, but I didn't like the roughness and a lot of wrongdoing, like physical, and like that. So I phased out myself of that.
Yeah, but you said you were coaching the team or something like that. You were helping Binge.
I was assisting Binge with getting the team together and make sure things go up the right track and so on. But it wasn't easy for those guys.
Yeah, because the whole thing about it is Flemington was a lot of guys who came into their own ability-wise. Because and they came into tough competition. If you had to tell somebody now in Trinidad, Jamaica, anywhere about Flemington, how would you wrap it up?
Good Caribbean environment in that league there. Reason saying that you could go there and buy mango, sugar cane, snow cone, this kind of way. Food, fish, and things was that I could tell you. It was a good, enjoyable weekend.
Good.
You have to be safe and watch yourself, that's all,
Yeah. So, Lee, I never even know Leslie was your name, I only clicked when I saw the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My right name is Ken Leslie Boodram, but back home they call me Lee as a pet name. Lee. And
Yeah.
when people phone and ask, so Ken, I think, oh, it's me.
Yeah, because the Leslie, I can see the Lee as the end, right? So it's a short form, right? But Ken, I don't know about that one.
Well, when in Canada, you had to go all over the legal.
Yeah.
Ken is my bosom. Sometimes I get back in Ken, I say, this is not for me.
Yeah. So Ken is actually your legal name.
Yeah, first name, yeah.
So you should have give us that.
Everybody know by Lee.
Yeah. True. So well, Lee, as I'm gonna call you now, Lee, I want to thank you for giving me this time. And I just want people to realize that we still have these community people around, people who contributed in some form or fashion to the development of the game here in Toronto. All right.
My pleasure.
All right. Thanks for the information.
And I have some clippings if you want to get some copies, I could do that for you.
Yeah, I would need them, for the publication.
All right, not a problem.
All right, so thanks for the time again. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Be safe.
You too.